once you have registered to bid, you will receive an email. And the email is, and this is a copy of the email you see on the screen. And this email, the purpose of this email is to tell you what steps need to be done next in order for us to approve one of your bids on the property. Now, the reason that we require this information is so that we don't get some 16-year-old kid logging on and running up the bid, and then we've got all sorts of headaches. So we require you basically to do two things. Number one, you either provide us with a pre-approved letter from your bank showing that you're pre-approved for a mortgage, or a copy of a bank statement from your bank with your name on it. It's also showing the bank and a balance of at least $10,000. Now, what we're having a lot of people do is, because of online banking today, bidders are just going on their online account, taking a screenshot of that bank account, because a screenshot is showing their bank, it's showing their name, and it's showing a balance of at least $10,000. They take that screenshot, or you can take your pre-approval letter and you need to email it to onlineauctions@nestpros.com. When we receive that, we flip the switch, and basically any bid that you put on a property is approved. We encourage you under number 3 to go ahead and put a bid in. And the reason being is that we have had people that have thought they registered and they're getting ready to put a bid in, and for some reason they've had computer problems and their bid won't go in. And I've literally had people call me 10 minutes before the end of the auction, all frantic, because there's a catch in the system. And during that time, I'm having to call tech support, and the clock is ticking, and it's just causing a lot of undue stress for people. So that's why we ask you to do it when, right after you do register. I will tell you this, that once you've provided us with this information, you're now approved for all future auctions. If you have problems during this time, you can call me. Right here on the screen is my phone number and my extension, and I'll be happy to answer, walk you through. In that email is going to be a link that you're going to be able to watch this video, and we're also going to encourage you to read the terms of the auction, and you can simply find those terms by clicking on, and there's going to be a link here, nestprosauctions.com. And when you go to that site, you will scroll down to the specific auction that you're interested in, click on it, it's going to open up another page, and you just scroll down to a box that says resources, and inside that box is a PDF, a file that has the auction terms. You can either open it up there or download it and read it at your convenience. So once you've done this information, your next step is going in and basically registering to put an actual bid on the property. So bid, can't type, nestpros.com. It takes you right to our page for online bidding. You're going to go back up here to where you originally signed in for a new bidder. Click on that. But this time, instead of hitting the black box, new bidder, click here. You're going to go up here and you're going to put your email address. And I'm going to sign in as CJ Woodman 6 at gmail.com. I'm going to put her password in. And I'm going to log in. Once I'm logged in, now I want to basically register to bid. So I'm going to go here, register to bid. And it's going to ask me to put a payment method in. I have to do a credit card. The reason you have to do a credit card is that the credit card will then verify, the system runs a check on the address that you've put in to the address that you've put in when you registered. and verifies who you are. So I'm going to add a payment, and so it's taken that. These are the terms. You want to look that through. And again, these are the same terms that I told you could go to Nesbro's Auctions, click on the specific property, and then under Resources, see those terms. So we got to capitalize. I got to raise this up. So we've got to check the box. And then I've got to submit. Says that we've successfully registered for the auction. Click OK. Now I can place a bid on the property. So I'm going to go over here, bid opening. I click on it. I scroll down. It says right now we currently have a bid of $138. And let's say I want to bid $139. If I click on this, because I registered for the other auction, we have more than one. I have to just agree to these terms. So 138, I can put a minimum bid of 139, or I can put a max bid in. And what a max bid basically states is, let's just say I put a max bid in of 150. If somebody puts in, it's going to put me in now, since there is a bid of 138, it's going to put me in at 139, even though my max bid was 150. If somebody bids 140, it's going to put me in at 141. It only goes up to my max bid when somebody else has pushed me up. Now, the system will also tell you that when you've been outbid, you're going to get an email to that effect. Now, this system uses what they call soft close. What that means is typically our auctions close, say, at 3 o'clock on a weekday. And if somebody bids 5 minutes before 3 o'clock, the deadline is extended to 3:05. If somebody bids between 3 and 3:05, then it's extended to 3:10. So as long as people keep bidding, the deadline is extended by 5 minutes. Once the bidding is done, we will reach out to you within typically 15 minutes after the conclusion of the auction. We're going to get information from you as far as how you want to take title to it, if you're getting a mortgage on the property. And we will email out to you a copy of a contract which you will sign electronically and email it back to us. You have 24 hours to deposit the earnest money with us. We'll take that in the form of a personal check. If we do not receive it within 24 hours, then we are debiting your credit card for the earnest money amount. And that earnest money is 10% of the overall purchase price. So that's pretty much what takes place. Again, we want to thank you very much. And if you have questions, give me a call.